You're doing great, even if you're not getting reassurance from the people around you. Hello, I'm Amy. I'm a Reiki Master and Intuitive, and we're doing, I think this is the first reading of 2026, but I'm sorry it took this long, but life's been happening, but we're getting through it one step at a time. I'm feeling that I think it's February 16th of the energy of the year of a snake is finally closing. It's either the 14th or the 16th. I think it's the 16th, but fact check me if you want. But I think it's the 16th, but I'm not completely sure. But Hangman is on the bottom. This is the suffering I've already done, but in the reverse. So this is a year of enlightenment and a year of really acknowledging who you are and really what your worth is, and really not wanting to put up with bullshit from anyone, anything, that sort of energy. So, okay. So I do have this sense of there's definitely this feeling of you being dumbed down by other people. This could be in any situation, work, family, friends. One, if it's your friends, dump those friends. Those are awful friends. But there's something about you being dumbed down, or you not really being taken seriously, or you're being underestimated in some way. And I'm here to tell you that you're doing a really great job. And whatever it is, I feel like, especially if this is a situation where you know what you're doing and you're just making human mistakes, you're doing great. I don't know why. Well, I know why. So those people, and one of the things, I have been channeling this for around a couple of weeks now, and I've been wanting to come on to do a reading about it. There are people, and this is just life in general, there will always be people. They're not happy about where they are at the age they're at. They're not happy with their lives. They're not happy with themselves. They don't love themselves. There's people like this everywhere. We all probably know someone or multiple people that are like this. And they feel like they need to take it out on you. They need to take it out on the people around them. I mean, I was trying to dumb you down, but what's ironic about it is maybe in the thing that these people are correcting you on, or they're trying to make you feel small about, maybe they are good in that specific thing, but when it comes to other things, especially with their personal life, they don't have their shit together. They might act like they know everything. They might act like their life is perfect, but there's a lot going behind the scenes where they do not have it together. I hate to call that out, but at the same time, when you're someone that is very intentional and you're not wanting to hurt anyone, and then there's people that are trying to do this to you, there is a sense you need to acknowledge that, but it's also, you can't take this personally. I know that you probably will at some extent because you're human, but at the end of the day, you need to realize that when people act this way, it's out of them not loving themselves or being unhappy at some extent in their life, and that's not your problem. That is not your fault. All right. So let's see what else is coming out. I keep seeing the Hangman, and now I'm seeing another deck. I might go grab an Oracle deck that I'm feeling called to, but 10 of Swords in the reverse, 2 of Wands, and the Strength card. Page of Wands, the Tower, and the reverse. This is turning to another direction. You thought something was over, but it's not. It can be romantic. I'm putting that out right now. It can be romantic. It could be with a job. It could be with a friend situation, a family situation. There is a sense of, and I do need to acknowledge this, in 2025, there was lots of death energy. I actually saw lots of death, and unfortunately, I am, there were personal side note. I actually learned recently that not my dog, well, he is kind of my dog, but he's my family's dog. Like, he doesn't live with me, but he lives with my parents. I recently found out that my dog has blood cancer, and we don't know how long he has, but sending lots of love and healing energy toward him, to him. But I've seen people lose brothers, sisters, family members, spouses. I mean, I've seen this on the media. I've just seen so much death. And I do want to send, and I feel like I've already done this in a previous video. If I posted it, I think I did, but I am sending my love and my healing energy to the people that are struggling with grief and they're struggling with pain and loss. But unfortunately, I'm channeling life goes on. Just because you're going through things, people still, I mean, life, the earth keeps spinning, unfortunately. Unfortunately, things can't stop just because we're going through pain. And believe me, there have been moments where I'm like, can we just pause? Because there are things going on. I just need a minute to handle. But the earth won't stop spinning for me. So maybe that's something you're feeling angry about also. Is you're just angry at the world. Very, very valid. And I mean that sincerely, very valid for you to be angry. And okay, I do need to talk about this situation. So there is someone here that you might have been connecting with. Because I have 10 of Swords in the reverse, 2 of Wands, the Strength card, Page of Wands in the upright, Tower in the reverse, Page of Pentacles in the upright, King of Cups, and then the 5 of Wands in the reverse. And I understand this too. So, you do whatever you feel like you need to do. And I am saying that because I know that not everyone wants to wait around for someone. And that's 100% valid. And you can do whatever you want to do. Have free will. But also use your discernment with anything. Don't just wait around for someone till they decide. Like, if you don't want to. But one of the things I am seeing, you might not believe this. It might be hard to believe. But it looks like you thought that something was over with someone. It feels romantic, but once again, it doesn't have to be romantic. I am just putting a scenario out here. Very generally, you thought there was that something is over. You're convinced that someone does not care, or they don't want to put effort into something. Which is fine, which is, well, it's probably not fine. But maybe to you, you're like, fine, whatever about it. Which you have self-love and you're not going to wait around. But there's something about the Strength card and the Page of Wands and the upright where someone is wanting to put some effort in. And there's the Tower and the reverse. 555, 222. 1010 and 777 can be significant here. There has been lots of setbacks and letdowns and whatever happened here. And I'm trying to come from a clear leveled mindset with this, because I don't want to be one of those viewers that says, oh, your ex is coming back. That is not what this is, by the way. I don't believe in the exes coming back thing. I feel like if it was toxic or whatever, or not healthy, you should leave that in the past and don't go back to it. But I'm getting there was something healthy with someone here. There was a connection with someone. There was something. Well, I want to know more. What was this relationship for collective? What was it like? Because I have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups, but then I have the Five of Wands. So there's something about you thinking it's not worth fighting for it anymore. Can I have some more clarity, please? So, 8 of Swords and Reverse. So, you're not worried about it anymore. And you have the freedom to choose here. But what does collective need to know about the situation, about the person? So, let's see. What does collective need to know? Because it seems like this person is generally a good person. I don't think they're bad. So, like, if you feel like it's, like, some sort of toxic situation, this does not fit you. If this person is toxic at all, because the King of Cups coming up in the upright tells me that this person was emotionally available, or they're at least, even if they weren't, I don't want to say they weren't emotionally available. It was more of if what was holding them back was that they were scared of a connection, and they were scared of the idea of a relationship, because maybe in the past, well, one, if they're single, obviously none of their relationships worked in the past. But maybe it was like a sense of something really went wrong in a past connection where it really traumatized them. Honestly, I feel it. I think we've all... I mean, my argument with this is, okay, who hasn't been hurt by someone? But there's something about a very deep wound surrounding romantic love. There's something about it being terrifying to them. But the thing about, and then if this, once again, this is hitting if it hits. Don't force anything to fit. But you're someone that's so genuine love. And genuine love in this generation, honestly, from what I've seen, it's very rare now. It's very much of, there are people that just want to go around, they want to hook up, they don't really care about genuine connection. They just want the physical. But there's something about the moment they met you, they thought, oh, maybe it'll be another fling. Not saying that they wanted just a hookup, because I don't think that's not the King of Cups. The King of Cups is not a hookup energy. It's more of they're genuine, and they're like, if something works, it works, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But there's a sense of them being like, oh, if it works, it works. But then they met you, and they didn't think they would meet someone this quickly. Or maybe it wasn't like they broke up with someone recently. It just felt like maybe they weren't expecting to meet someone like you just out in the world or something. Because I'm getting that maybe they thought they had like a plan of how or when they would fall in love. And it was like, well, once I get my roots settled and I get the money, like apparently, with the Knight of Pentacles, they're slowly wanting to move towards something. And I'm getting they wanted, with the Pentacle energy, it's like they wanted to grow their money very slowly and steady. And they wanted to build their finances before they found someone. And they were kind of like in this weird energy with the Five of Swords. Virgo energy can be significant, Aquarius, Taurus, but they were in the single energy of, they probably just didn't want to focus on love, or they just didn't want to focus on it right now. It just kind of fell into their lap, and they didn't think that people really met without a dating app. Like, they kind of wanted to plan, like, once I had these roots put down, I will go on a dating app and I will date. And however X many years, months, whatever it is. It's like they wanted to plan it. which seems very much this generation, right? I mean, it's 2026 and people think that they can control things like this, which is fine. It's what the internet kind of tells us, but not unfortunately, actually, the thing about love and things that are high vibrational is that things like that can't be planned. You can't plan them. They happen when the universe plans for them to happen. Even if you meet someone on an app, it all happens in divine timing when it's supposed to. And that's the thing about things like love when it comes to manifesting, is coming from living life. It's really just having it fall when it needs to fall in when you're ready. But sometimes it comes in when you're not ready. Maybe you are ready and they won't. It shocked them. Because, the Tower in reverse is like, it's just energy of, it feels like it crashed and burned, but nothing bad happened. And that's the thing that's weird about this, and I want to get more. Wow. Well, that wasn't that effective. 10 cents committed. I don't want to take the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups in the reverse, though. Because I don't believe that. Maybe that's what it felt like. It might have felt like, worst case scenario is I fall in love with you, with Collective. I'm going to fall in love with them. And everything's going to come crashing down. Maybe that's the feel. Which is a valid, I don't want to say it's a valid feel, because I don't think they should be afraid of you, but because of the things, whatever happened to them really traumatized them to a point of they might be blocking. King of Pentacles. They want to be a King of Pentacles before they come to you, but then we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Three of Swords in the upright. So if the Seven of Swords is in the upright, I'd be more concerned about this, but I feel like they're trying their best to break free from the limiting beliefs. They're trying their best to. But things are really hard right now. With the Five of Pentacles in the upright, that's almost, it could really refer to financial loss and stability. Maybe it's a physical situation. It's like things got worse before they got better. I don't want to say they're not ready for you right now, because I feel like you're not about the money. I really don't think you care if they have the money or not. I know I'm someone, I really don't care how much money someone has. I'm at the point where it's like, could I be doing better financially? Sure. But at the same time, I just, for me, if you're emotionally supporting me, sold. If you're there for me, if you're loving me, if you're emotionally supporting me, if you're there when I need you, you automatically win. Is money nice? Yeah, but one of the things that people don't realize about money, it's so tangible and it can come and go so easily. And the thing about tangible things like money, it doesn't bring happiness. And I know that's such a cliche saying, but money does not solve all the world's problems. Does it help things? Yes. It does help things. It can bring less stress. I love that though. So the Empress oil came up in the reverse with the Two of Cups in the reverse, but I didn't believe it. That's amazing. Okay, so I do want to talk about what's kind of going on here. So there was a false start here, and I'm not once again, I don't want to feed delusions with it, but the Empress did come up in the reverse, but the Empress now is in the upright. So they know your worth with you. They know your worth here, and I feel like a big thing, and this is not gender specific, but I do feel like they know who you are, they know what you bring to the table. So if there was a sense where you're like, they just don't know what I'm worth, that is not the case here. They know exactly what you're worth. They know what you bring to a relationship. They know how loving you are. And that's honestly a big win for you, because how many times, and this will resonate if it resonates, how many times have you been with someone where they date you, they entertain you, and they throw you away kind of like you were nothing, or they just kind of treat you like you were nothing, or like you were just another person? Because this is not what this person's doing. They might be distancing themselves because they feel like you're too good for them, and I'm not saying that's a positive thing. But I did split the deck also, and the Emperor came out. So there's potential. Even if it's not right now, there is potential here. It might be one of those things, I'm not saying hold yourself off for this person, but I am saying keep it somewhat open, because there might be potential. Once again, if you want to close the door, you have every right to. You have every right to, because I get it. You don't want to wait around. I understand that 100%. But if you are willing to just keep the communication open, just to be friendly, you're more than... It might not be in your favor, but it's funny when I said that, because the Sun card comes out, but then the Queen of Swords in the reverse comes out. And here's my interpretation of that. So even if you decide... Patience is big here. I know that's not easy to heal, but patience is a big thing here. But the Sun card came out with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And the Sun card is like the overall happiness card. And it also represents like a big yes. But the Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups came out. And oil, it was in the reverse because of that blockage. But maybe 2, so 4 twos in a row. Time when I said that. But what's funny is the World card and the reverse is on the bottom, and I'm getting that it's not over yet, if you don't want it to be. What does collective need to know? And I want to come back around where it does help you to have your boundaries up, though, with the people that... Another yes card and rock. Oh, and by the way, Eight of Cups in reverse came out. With the people that are judging you right now or putting you down, that's so temporary. How you need to look at it is people that treat you like that, they're usually not in your life for that long. And how I like to look at it is like from a year or two from now, they're not even going to be in your life, so there's really no reason to worry about it. Sorry, not sorry, like, who really cares? But just ignore that. Like, it's... But success is coming. There's something about getting a victory. There's some sort of victory. There's a blindfold coming off. Something's being clarified. It might feel like it's not going to be clarified, but it will be clarified. And something's walking. What's the final messages? And I might go grab that deck real quick. Well, going on 40 minutes, but I do want to grab that one Oracle deck real quick. What's the final energy from the tarot? Wheel of Fortune in the upright, which we already got. Well, the wheel is spinning in your favor, and I'll go get that deck real quick. But the wheel is spinning in your favor. Alright. So what does the Moonology deck have to... What messages does it have at this time? Asking that everyone stay safe, loved, and protected during this reading. Anyone involved is safe, loved, and protected. Okay. What messages do you have for collective? Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if this was a little bit choppy, but I also don't want to invade energies too much. A win-win outcome is in forecast. And you are good enough. Didn't we say at the beginning, the end of a tough cycle approaches and your commitment is being tested? So, I mean, whoever thinks you're not good enough, I mean, it's almost laughable. Because I'm getting that they really don't know. They don't know who you are. This is fine. Be able to make the first move. Surrender to the divine. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And you are good enough. I think I'm going to leave it here. We're at 26 minutes. Almost 27 minutes. So... I hope I'll be back on here soon. I'm going to be posting on YouTube a lot more. I kind of like this longer format because we could take our time. And I don't have to hurry and do readings really fast. But awesome. Well, I hope this helps you. And I am sending love. You matter. You always have people that love and care about you. Even on your toughest days. Take care of yourself. Eat something today, drink some water, or drink something healthy. Whatever the case may be. Alright. I will see you next time. Bye.